Going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. 11 MT, tight. 11 MT.
Throwing again, it's Burrow.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
There he goes, left side.
All you got to do is look at
and into
the
the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And this is caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Lance now on 1st down.
Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But get 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41.
On play action, Lance
completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw, it's Lance.
And that is caught. It's Davis.
And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
And here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
This time, the extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
Burrow looking to pass. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Flushed out right. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
Edwards-Helaire going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second down and goal. Lance.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Tyler Shelvin able to get him for a loss of about 3.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
They will try to run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Rosas' kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
58, boys, 58, 58.
11 mighty, 11 mighty.
They will throw on first down with Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Again, it's Burrow.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Here's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
180. 11, 11, 11, 11.
On third down, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Come on. You better bring it.
12, 12, 12.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Focus, defense, focus.
To the air again, Burrow. That's complete to the tight end Sample. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Ready? It's hot. Hot.
Hey, 58's the mic. Go, 58's the mic.
From the 25 on second down, Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas.
The 40, 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and a rout is on here in this first half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
1 second, all that remains.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Lance looking to throw it. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Rosas' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far,
and now here is another interception.
Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Niners will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
The Lance going to throw. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll run on first down. Mixon, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Drew Sample, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now down to 20. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Are going to get the football here at their own 23.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Bengals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that cuts this lead down to 13. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he will find his man on the outside. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
48 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Lance to throw it. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And here's Edwards-Helaire. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And Burrow going to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deommodore Lenoir. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Edwards-Helaire on the counter.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trip.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and
now here's another interception.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well. After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
This pass complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
A final shot now for Burrow.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 49ers, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.